All right, I have a second thing that I wanted to talk about. Now, I'm not going to be stopping with my family atmosphere. I'm going to be continuing to give it my all. The one thing that I will be doing is, like alcohol, I've I've got to I've got to keep my visits to a minimum and make sure that I'm taken care of and that I'm not feeding my energy into the hurt and the pain that has been given to me for many years, because that hurt and that pain and the the unneeded justifications that have been pushed on me that did hurt me. I I'm not going to be tolerating that anymore, and I'm getting quite a bit of pushback. I'm getting quite a bit of um, frustration levels and anger and whatnot, because I'm not feeding into it anymore, and I'm choosing to keep my life dysfunction free, if that makes sense. I feel like a family atmosphere is supposed to be a safe place to be around, and it hasn't been for basically my entire life. Like I could equate it to just as annoying as going to a house party and it getting out of hand. That's basically what it turns into, and I have never been the type of person to stick around at a bar. I've never been the type of person to go to a house party with a bunch of people that I either know or don't know, because they tend to get out of hand, and I don't know why I keep putting myself into situations where I'm gonna get hurt. So um I think as long as I keep my drinking to a minimum, and I can keep leaving situations when it's suitable and things are still relatively okay, um I think that's going to be my best approach. And if they want me to stay longer, then I feel like they should be having the same common ground as me, as to making sure that they watch their intake, so that I can feel like I'm in a safe place. And but I mean, that's up to them. That's up to them. I'm not I'm not I'm not sticking around for something to turn into a house party when it should just be family time. So I I love my family. I think they're great, and I respect the fact that they want to stand around and have a good time. I just think that if we're all going to be getting together as a family, that they warn us ahead of time that it's going to be family time or party time. And even if it's party time, I don't know. If it's party time, I'm probably not going to show up nearly as much. If it's going to be family time and the drinking's kept to a minimum, I might show up. But I'm definitely going to be showing up less and less if things don't change, because I spent my entire week, when I could have been working on my business, healing from the pain that I endured. And it now set me back probably about 2 to 3 weeks instead of moving forward. So that puts any perspective into what I've been going through and the amounts of things that I've been working on. I've been working on boundaries and keeping dysfunction out of my life and being happy, and I make an effort with select family members, not all of them, select. I make an effort with select family members, and then I'm just back on the ground, kicked shit out of, figuratively speaking, of course. So I'll be putting a stop to it if things don't change. I feel like I need to justify my actions and why I said what I said in my last video. So here you go. Love you guys.